Have you heard of cheesecake? It's one of the USA's most voted desserts. Today I'm going to be making one of the best cheesecakes I've ever had. And the reason I'm doing this is because, one, I love to bake, and I'm always at my grandma's bakery. Well, she manages it. But I always bake there, help her out, and it just makes me have fun, enjoy cooking. First, you would have to preheat your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit if you were at home. Also, if you were at home, you would pick a pie pan of your choice. And I'm using a Springfield pie pan. It can be smaller or larger. I'm just using this big as it is here. The second thing you'd have to do is mix all the dry ingredients for the crust thoroughly together. First, you would have to add 1.5 graham cracker. So I'm going to take 1 cup, and I'm going to pour 1 cup of these graham crackers into this. Okay, after you do that, you're going to want to make sure it's even in the cup. So you're going to take a knife or a spoon, whatever you want, and you can just even it out. I'm using a knife, so just even it out like that. After you do that, you're just going to pour it into a bowl, any bowl, however big you want it to be. Actually, I'm going to use this bowl. So, I'm just going to pour this in there, just like that. And then you have to take 1/2 of a cup because it's 1.5. These over here. So, then I'm going to take the most of these, and pour it into the 1/2 cup. And again, I'm going to use the knife to measure it out. And if I don't have enough, I'll pour more in, just like how I need more right now. If there's a little extra that gets in your bowl, that's fine. So it's even. Now I'm going to pour that in. So once you do that, you're gonna take 1/4 of confection sugar, which is powdered sugar, as I call it. So I'm going to take the 1/4, and I'm going to put it over the graham crackers, so it doesn't get on the table. And again, it's okay if it gets somewhere in your bowl. Okay. I'm just going to pour that in there, just like that. My hands are dirty because that's what happens when I do this. And then after I do that, the third step, I'm going to take 1/3 cup of melted butter that I have right here. And I'm going to pour that right there. And then, right as I do that, I'm going to take this spatula and I'm going to mix it around so then it's all the wet ingredients. It may take a second for all the wet ingredients to mix fully together and emerge because there's so much dry ingredients. And you're going to want to make sure you go back and forth with the crumbs so then you get all the dry spots. And make sure you don't have many white spots from the powdered sugar. And so once you have all this crust, like I have here, you're going to take this and you're going to put it inside your pie pan. So once you get all the crumbs into this pie pan, you're going to want to take a spoon, or your hand if you have a glove, but I'm going to use a spoon. So I'm going to take the spoon and I'm going to press it to the bottom and on the sides of this cheesecake. And I have the dry ingredients and I add the melted butter because it helps compress the bottom and the sides to make it thicker. Since now that I have done that, I'm going to take this and I'm going to set it aside because it is now time to make my wet ingredients. I will be, okay, so to make the wet ingredients, extract. I'm going to start off with the eggs. And as you try cracking these eggs, you're going to try not to get any white of the egg inside the bowl. I don't have any in here right now, but that's all I need because I only 2 eggs. Once I do that, I'm going to put the vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon. Okay, just making sure it's soft and smooth. Then you would need 2/4, which you would need again the 1/4 cup of sugar. Okay, there we go. Make sure it is fully filled to the top. Just as so, you would need the knife to measure it out. There's 1. And here's 2. So after I'm going to do that, I'm going to use the spatula once again, and I am going to mix it around. After I have these wet ingredients, I'm going to unpackage these cream cheese, you would need 2 packs because if you're making a whole pan, you're going to need 2. And so I'm going to unbox these once again out of that pack, out of these packs. It might take me a second because, yeah. Okay, I have 1, and I'm going to need 2. So I'm just going to take these and I'm going to put it in with my other ingredients. Once I do that, I'm going to start mixing just that one with the other ingredients. Just to make sure it's covered in the egg yolk, the vanilla, and the sugar. Once that is done, I'm going to take the second one, and I am going to unwrap it once again, like I did with the other one. To make sure these cream cheese are opened properly, you need to find an opening, like this seal. And then once you find that seal, you would open it once again, and you would find the other seal on the other side to make sure you have found the right seal. Once you found the right seal, you would need to take it and try splitting the ends apart from each other. Once you split these ends, like I did so with that last one and this one, you're going to take these and you're going to take the other one and you're going to throw it in the other with the eggs, the vanilla, and the sugar once again. Then you're going to need to cover the same cream cheese with the egg, yolk, and the sugar. After you do that, you're going to need to take your mixer, hand mixer, or whatever you have, and you're going to need to turn it on to low. Okay. Low or medium. Make sure to take your other spoon out once again to make sure you don't get it all ruined. And you're going to need to press down into the cream cheese and the egg yolks. Okay, then you're going to need to stir it around just a tiny bit to make sure it's fine, and then turn it up once again.